Hi friends, and welcome to the Healthy Beyond 40 show. I'm Michelle, mama 4 and military wife, and I'm passionate about helping women get healthy from the inside out so they can feel better and live their best life. Do you feel like you're struggling to lose weight and get in shape? If you're ready to develop healthier habits, exercise consistently, and lose weight sustainably, then you're in the right place. I combine my expertise from my doctorate in physical therapy to my experience as a health coach, personal trainer, and yoga teacher to bring you actionable steps for a healthy lifestyle. No magic pill here, so lace up those shoes and get moving. So today I'm going to be talking about the importance of community and connection, specifically when it comes to exercise. This is often a missing link because so many of us are so busy that we just don't prioritize spending time with other women and being in connection and also creating some fun in our life. And I say this because I have been there. And probably being a military spouse and moving around, this is really something I seek. We have been in Arizona now for 1.5 years, but as we moved here, this is something I intentionally seek, is to build friendships because we are created for community. And I do this around movement and exercise. And it helps to create a powerful force around me of other people who are trying to be healthy too and are invested in their health. So I'm going to share some tips throughout this episode today. And so I want to share with you guys where this episode and this idea came from. My oldest is my daughter, and she just turned 17. And recently we had went on a tour of a college campus near us that she will probably go to. And we also went with one of her friends, and the girl giving the tour is a college student. And she asked my daughter and her friend, what activities you guys like to do? Any sports? Any things like that? Trying to then tell them about intramurals and just different things that the campus offers. And they're like, we don't really do any activities like that. My daughter, she used to do gymnastics and tumbling when she was little, but she hasn't been in any sports for a while. She does walk and do things, but she's more into art and theater and things like that. And so as this was happening, I was like, oh my goodness, I only have 1.5 years left with her. I really need to instill in her just a love for moving her body and expose her to different activities so that she can take that going into college when she is away from me. So when I got home, I know one of my other friends this daughter is homeschooled, and my other friend that has some homeschooled kids, she had said hey, if you ever want to do a PE class, let me know. So I'm like, okay. After this experience on the college campus, I'm like, I'm going to offer a homeschool PE class. And I posted it in the group, and one class filled up. So then I offered a second. And this was because my daughter is doing the class too, to get her involved, and some of her friends joined and other people joined, but to help create some community and connection around exercise, while obviously teaching them how to strength train and exercise and have fun together. And so far, I have done the class for 4 weeks, and it's gone really well. And I've also set these kids up, the teen class, inside my personal training app. And it's sort of fun in there because I can lay out the workouts that we have done in person, and then they're able to do those again on their own, but have little video clips of me. They also got to each create healthy habits. So I consider this a major win. Teens working on healthy habits like drinking water, eating more vegetables, things like that. And also I was able to create a challenge inside of my app so they can get points for doing their workout, other movement that they're doing, and their healthy habit. And it's been really motivating for them. And so even outside of class, they are exercising and they're doing more. And as I'm talking about my personal training app here, if you guys need some extra support when it comes to developing a strength training and a fitness program for you and wanting to work on healthy habits and wanting to be able to message me and have that personal trainer in your pocket, I encourage you to check out my personal training app. There'll be a link down below where you can find out more information about it. Pricing, I do offer a discount to military teachers and frontline workers. So check that out because I don't want you guys to be stalled because a lot of us get stuck right where we are and we don't take those next steps forward. So if you need support, check the link down below. But what this all really comes back to is this idea of community and connection and having fun. Because when we can start to do that, we can start to build some consistency. We can look at movement and exercise with more fun. So as we have moved, this is how I build my friends. I find other people that want to go on walks with me. I have been playing pickleball with one of my friends that have been so much fun. So as I meet different people, I will ask them, hey, do you want to go on a walk together? Do you want to go on a hike together? So I'm finding ways to connect with people around movement. So for me, it's not typically like my strength training or my workout piece. It's more that movement, that walking, that other piece that I connect and make new friends over. So not only am I getting some movement in, but I'm also connecting with someone else. I'm having fun because it is fun to do something with someone else instead of just always walking by myself. Also, I'll just mention, I've been playing pickleball now. My friend Katie got me started. She's been on the podcast a couple times, and it has just been so much fun. So I don't know if you guys have any pickleball courts by you. I'll put a link down below. I got like paddles off of Amazon for $30, and a net. I think the net was like 50 or 60. But if they have pickleball courts by you, go do that. But it's really fun to learn how to play. It's a great workout. So recently I have been playing every Tuesday with a group of friends, and it gets me outside. I get to connect and see other people, and I get to move. And doing pickleball, it also helps with the eye-hand coordination, and it's really great for your brain health anytime you're doing any type of paddle sport. And the nice thing about pickleball is the ball is like a wiffle ball, so it has holes. So you don't need to be really good with your eye-hand coordination. Like I had tried tennis before, and the ball just comes so fast. So in pickleball, the ball is moving slower, so you have a little more time to think. So that definitely makes it way more enjoyable. So if you've ever tried tennis and said you're not good at it, I would give pickleball a try. The other thing that really helps when you are being active with other people is just the motivation and the encouragement that you get from other people who are taking care of their health and trying to take care of their body. It doesn't matter if we're perfect or if we're overweight or whatever, but when you're around people who are caring about their bodies and caring about their health, it can be very motivating to you to keep prioritizing yourself and taking care of your health. And even in this teen PE class that I'm doing, as different kids have talked about how they have gone for extra walks or runs or how they are drinking more water, then I have seen it motivate the other kids the next week and the week after that they start doing those things too. So when we're around people who are being healthy, it helps to build us up. It helps to motivate us. And you can flip it the opposite way. Think if you're around someone who is watching TV all the time and having cakes and nachos and pizzas all the time, you're not going to feel super motivated to go work out and do these other things. You're going to be more likely to watch that show, eat that piece of cake, and do those other things. So it's important about who we surround ourselves with. And the other thing I think it really helps with is just that accountability piece. You know, for example, when I am playing pickleball every Tuesday, not only is it fun, so I'm always so excited and want to go play, but it gives that accountability of having to meet someone else because you guys are doing this thing together, whether that's a walk or maybe you're meeting to go to a yoga class, whatever it is, it creates that accountability because sometimes we're not going to feel like it, but we will show up because we said we would, and the other person is counting on us. So accountability can really be huge when it comes to staying consistent. This is also where, as I use my personal training app and I have clients on there, that accountability of me checking on them, that accountability of knowing they can also ask questions, the accountability of, hey, here are your workouts for the week. So having that extra support system can really make a big difference. And it's been really fun seeing these teens also create healthy habits within the app. So they have started to drink more water. I even had someone last week who was like, yeah, I want to eat more veggies. I'm like, woohoo. And also I have some who wanted to just get more consistent with taking some of their supplements, like their fish oil and the multivitamin. And it's been easy because they can look at the app, they can see that habit, and they can check it off. So that has been really great. And I also just want to pause to share you guys about the supplements that I take. So first, I always think that we need to have a really strong foundation of healthy habits. So as in food first, we need to eat as much whole food as we can. We need to have our movement in there. We need to have some exercise. We need to have times for stress relief. And then supplements are just what go on top. So the first supplement I take every day, and this one I actually really don't consider a supplement, is my omega-3 oil. And I really like taking the balance oil that I take from Zinzino. I'll have the links to all this down below because it doesn't have a fishy taste. They add polyphenols in there so it doesn't oxidize. And I've been able to get my omega-3 level up into a good range because I was highly deficient before. And I consider this more food because since I am not eating fish and getting this through my diet, I am choosing to supplement instead. The other supplement I take every day, which is also by Zinzino, is their OilXtend Plus. And this is a multivitamin plus immune support. And this helps not only to give my body the missing micronutrients that it's just really hard to get all the vitamins and minerals from food the way food is made now and how the soil is depleted of nutrients. But I also really like this one because of the extra immune support it has. So it has beta glucans in it, olive leaf, and I've seen this make a difference in my sort of persistent allergy type symptoms. The other thing I take is by Organifi. So every morning I have my Organifi green juice, and this has a clinical dose of ashwagandha. And this is an adaptogen herb that helps with stress, and I have noticed a huge difference. And the green juice also has different greens that can help with detoxification and micronutrients in it too. And what I do in this green juice is I put a scoop of collagen protein powder and I squeeze half a lemon in it, and I have this with my breakfast. The other thing that I have most of the time is Organifi has a gold drink, and this is a drink I have in the evening. And this has a really big dose of lemon balm and also a pretty big dose of turmeric. So anti-inflammatory, very calming drink to have before bed. And this just helps me to relax at the end of the night. And if you guys are ordering from Organifi, use the code HEALTHY20 and you're going to save 20% off. And you can use this code over and over again. It's just not a one-time code. All right, so all those links will be in the description down below. The other piece I want to talk about when it comes to the power of connection and community when we exercise is just this idea of connection. I've been working on a training lately. I'm working on my EFT tapping certification, and part of it I am doing a training by the author of The Body Keeps Score. And this is a book about trauma. And as I was listening yesterday, he was just sharing about 9/11 and how he was with different people, and that we experience less trauma if we can connect with someone, if we can call someone, if we can hold or touch someone. And you can see when something traumatic or scary or sad happens, we tend to hug someone because we are created for connection. God created us to connect with each other. And in our society where we can be on Facebook or Instagram, we're not really connecting with people. And I feel like we almost actually connect less with people because of this. I was just telling my sister recently as I saw a Facebook post from one of my friends from college, and it was a picture of her kids in their house. And I'm like, man, you know what? Me and her, we really don't talk on the phone. We stay in touch and we will message each other every once in a while. But I'm like, man, I think if I didn't have Facebook, I probably would actually call her every once in a while because we wouldn't know what was going on with each other. So I almost wonder sometimes if the Facebook and Instagram and these ways we're sort of keeping in touch with people actually are keeping us less connected with people because we don't actually reach out to them and talk to them. The point here is connection is really powerful. And I think when we can start to making sure that we're making time and space to connect with others in our life, that's powerful. And it's such a bonus if we can connect with people in our life as we are moving or exercise or walking. So I encourage you that if any of this rings true with you, to help decide what do you actually need and what can you do about it. Do you feel like you need some more fun, enjoyment? Do you feel like you need more healthy people around you? Do you feel like you need that accountability and support? Do you know that you are needing more connection to feel better? And I encourage that if any of this rings true, what is one little thing you can do to start filling that void each week? Is that asking someone you already know to go out on a walk? Is it maybe finding where people play pickleball around you? Is it finding someone to go out on a hike with? Is it you actually might need to find someone new because maybe you don't have anyone existing in your life who is into walking or some type of activity? And the way I do this is through Facebook groups. So for our neighborhood here and different local communities is I find people in there and I just ask. And also as I have met different people through my kids. As when we moved here, I was asking in the mom's Facebook group about the different schools around here because we have school choice in Arizona, which is amazing, but it's also overwhelming. And we got together and she told me about her experience at the school, but then we stayed connected and I asked her to go on walks with me. So finding people that you meet and then following up with what may feel awkward, but it's really not that bad. Like, hey, do you want to go on a walk or whatever that is, that you might need to take that uncomfortable step to ask someone to do something. And you guys probably can't tell behind this mic here, but I am a very introverted person. Anytime I have taken a test, I guess score high in introversion. And that is because I refresh when I'm by myself. But I also know that I feel so much better when I'm around other people. So I more generally prefer smaller groups of people and really connecting with someone. But I still need that connection. So if you're feeling like you're introverted or awkward, I encourage you to just fumble forward and take that next step. All right, guys. I would love for you to share this episode with a friend and also feel free to post in my Healthy Beyond 40 Facebook group how you are connecting with others.